Hi all, it's Teresa. I really love acrylic painting. So today I'm bringing a backyard project indoors. So let me show you what I did. So in my yard, I like to use a variety of colors and shapes of planters. And I use mostly blues and rust colors and beiges. And I got these two Talavera planters at one of the home improvement centers recently, and they were on clearance. And I originally got a little obsessed with this Talavera pottery when I bought this cactus planter and a garden stool at a garden decor center many years ago. So I like that look in my yard. Recently, a friend of mine gave me this clay planter, and I tried to work it into the dry riverbed that I was creating at the time. I planted a decorative grass in it, and I thought it looked nice. But then I got the idea to paint this planter to carry on that theme in my backyard. So I'm bringing this project in from outside because it's too hot outside. I'll work on it in here. So as you can see, this is just a clay planter, and this is a glazed design on here. But what I'm going to do is paint it. This is acrylic latex interior paint, semi-gloss finish. And I'm just trying to make a nice smooth finish on this planter. I'm just painting a few inches down on the inside to where the soil will start when I pot a plant in here. And I'm sure you could get the same effect by using the regular terracotta planters. I looked online for ideas of Talavera pottery so that I could use the different elements in them on my planter. And I'm not trying to mimic any of these designs exactly, that's for sure. Okay, so I have the reference picture on my computer as big as I could make it, and I'm facing it so I can look at it as I paint. And I ended up putting 3 coats of the latex interior house paint on this, and it's very good coverage now. And I have these small bottles of acrylic paint that are really inexpensive at the craft store. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sketch out just the main areas, and I'm going to be designing this as I go. Okay, so here's my design. It's just a rough guideline of where I want to put the larger main elements. So I'm using navy blue to start out with, and that's what I'll use for the main lines of the design. So I found that since I used a semi-gloss paint, this acrylic paint was a little hard to adhere to that base paint. So I think using a flat paint as a base would have been a little easier. But I persevered, and I just had to go over some of these blue lines a second time to get a nice blue coverage on them. And I decided to add a little pop of color with this orange because I do like an orange and blue color combination a lot. I use that color combination a lot in my decorating. So I just keep checking the reference photo on my computer to see elements that I can add on. And this is a nice pastime, just being able to make up this design and not mimic the patterns exactly. And if I make any mistakes, I can always paint over it with the white latex paint and start over. And as you can see, this is not symmetrical, especially on the back here. But I'm happy enough with it because the pattern is nice and varied with a lot of different elements. So as a last step, I'm using this gloss liquid varnish, and I'm putting 2 coats on it to protect the finish. So I really like how the varnish made it look more like glazed pottery. And I like it so much, I might be tempted to use it indoors so I can see it more often. So I hope this video gave you some ideas of projects that you can do in your own place. And if you like this video, can I ask you to please give it a thumbs up? And thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.